Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League Spike Magazine Trophy. We're in week number 4, and we are going to have a game of pitch control tonight. It's going to be the Entanglements versus Philosophers Song, Conkill versus Spire. We've got Imperial Nobility versus Lizardmen. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at the two teams this evening. In Division A, in first place is Festoon's MAML Nightmare. They're a Necro team. They're 3-1-0. They're followed by Moobs NC Snakes. In second, they're a Dark Elf team. They're 3-0-0. And James Likes Snacks coaches the World of Cheese. They're a Pro Elf team. They're 2-1-1. Over in Division B, in first place is BB Nuts Believe Broncos. They're a Nurgle team. They're 3-0-0. They are followed by S Beavers Human Team. They're the Remnants of Valor. They're 2-1-1. And the Pip Stars are in third. Dead Fred's Lizard Team. They're 2-0-1. We're in Division C this evening, and the Goodest Boys strike back currently at the top of the leaderboard. That's Old Gamer Mike's Necro team. They're 2-2-0. They're followed by Ajax's The Fishy Fiends. They're a Chaos Renegades team. They're 2-1-0, and they are followed by one of the teams up tonight, Philosopher's Song, coached by Spire, a Lizard team, 2-0-0, looking for their third win here in week number 4. But the home team for tonight's matchup will be the Imp team. It's the Entanglements. They have 12 players on their roster. All will be taken to the pitch this evening. That means their TV is 1,310,000 gold. They have 2 blitzers. They have all 4 bodyguards. They have a thrower and a bunch of linemen, 1 oppo, 2 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. They're going to be up against Philosopher's Song, coached by... Bad Dog, welcome to the stream, Jurassic Park Blood Bowl edition. 11 players on the roster. 10 players on the roster for Philosopher's Song this evening. They're going to have to pick up a Journeyman. Their TV is 1,195,000 gold. Journeyman 60k, so that's going to bring them to 1,255,000 gold. And that's 55,000 gold in petty cash. Going back to this team this evening, not a whole lot they can do with that. I imagine they'll pick up a keg to make those inevitable skink KOs a 3+ instead of a 4+. They do have the big guy in Bruce the Crocs. They have 5 of their 6 Saurus blockers. They have a chameleon, and then they have a bunch of skinks. One of these skinks, they'll have a 4th one. Of course, that's going to be the Journeyman with the loner trait. 1 apothecary, 4 dedicated fans, and 3 rerolls. How are these two teams going to play this evening? Well, we know generally how Lizards want to play, right? They have lots of strength here in the Crocs and the Saurus, but abysmal agility, and then they have the Skinks that are very weak, they're very frail, but they have dodge and they have a ton of speed. So this is a team where the only ball carriers are going to be the Skinks, and so the Skinks are going to be the targets for this Imperial team. Now, the Imperial team, how are they going to manage that, right? The Lizard team has the strength advantage. The Lizard team has the speed advantage. This is a pitch control team, and I think this is going to come down to how the Sauruses are handled by Entanglements this evening. So Entanglements, you can see their lineman has Fen. This is going to be a huge skill this evening. So to target those skinks, right? To hunt those skinks down, you want to lock down everyone else. Remember, everyone else on the roster has an AG of 5+. That means they're not dodging away. If they're based, the only way they're moving reliably is going to be the blitz. So Entanglements, of course, can throw a lineman up on the line against a Saurus and lock them down. But these linemen are pretty brittle, right? They have an AV of 8+, so they don't want to take too many blocks coming back. So Fen's going to be very, very important. They're going to need, Conkill's really going to need to decide when Fen should proc and when it shouldn't proc. If a block comes in and it's a push, even if it's a knockdown, maybe Fen is the right choice to try to hold these Sauruses to a blitz on the next turn. If instead he wants to keep the Saurus locked down and the Saurus is incentivized to follow up, maybe he doesn't proc Fend. That Saurus moves ahead and continues to be locked down. It'll be locked down, but we'll still get their blocks. Electrics Man with the sub, thank you very, very much. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your generosity. But they have a few more pitch control skills as well. They have the bodyguards that have wrestle, that makes them safe on a both down result. They have stand firm as well, so they can stay right where they are and not get pushed aside. These blitzers, very, very good pieces. They're both blodgers. They one has sidestep, one has jump up. They have MA7. These are going to be the pieces. They are, of course, the blitzers on the roster, and I think they're going to be the blitzers in reality as well. These are the pieces that can get to where they need to be, and they're very, very reliable. Not only can they stay on their feet, but they can try to murder some skinks while the rest of the team keeps those Sauruses at bay. Stand firm for the bodyguards to be the anchors on the formation this evening. Lineman with Fend is going to be very, very important to keep the linemen alive and also maybe keep those Sauruses at bay. The Skinks are going to be the targets for the night. If the Skinks can stay alive for Spire's team, Spire's in a pretty good spot tonight. Con Kill, on the other hand, if he can't get those Skinks removed, he's going to start seeing his... I say he. I don't know. I don't know if Con Kill's a he or a she. But Con Kill has the linemen at AV8, so if they can't remove the Skinks in time, they're going to start losing linemen, and then they'll be at a player disadvantage, and then this team's going to start to crumble. They start to lose the Fen, they lose players, and now it doesn't really matter if the bodyguards are standing firm or not. What are they anchoring? There's nobody left on the pitch. There's also a decent throwing game for this team as well. They have the thrower with the pass skill. They have the blitzers with the catch skill. They have 3 rerolls. I think that's the right spot to be for this matchup. Electric Man says he's a he. Thank you very much. So decent options on offense for this team. If they can leverage those options to spread out the defense, they'll be in an even better position. Again, the Sauruses and that Crocs, they want to stay grouped up, get those 2-die, maybe even 3-die blocks with strength 5, strength 4. Keeping those options alive will be very important, but to keep those options alive, again, you need pitch control. You can't just have your thrower with the ball and then you have your blitzer and you just toss him down pitch. I mean, you can, but he's going to get murked. So you need to have a place to put the blitzer where he can be mobile, where he can be safe, where he can pivot into blocking down a player if you need it to happen. And that's all comes down to pitch control. This is a team that is built for pitch control. That doesn't mean the Lizard team can't control the pitch as well, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to them, and they're going to have to be the reactionary team, where I think the Entanglements are really going to have the momentum, whether they're on offense or on defense. They're going to decide how this drive plays out, and that's going to be key to them winning tonight. Again, 55,000 gold in petty cash is not a lot for the Lizards, so the Entanglements doesn't have to worry about that so much. But the Lizards, I think that's just a keg, because you're going to lose Skinks, and you want to get them back onto the pitch ASAP. But this will be a really interesting one to watch. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. And I'm going to stop yammering, and we're going to get into this game this evening, I think. All right, we're a little early, waiting for the game to begin. This is Division C matchup. Philosopher's Song currently in 3rd place. If they win this evening, they will advance into 1st place. Entanglements were looking to pick up their first win in this competition. If they win, they'll jump up into 5th. Oh, look at that. Are they both wearing black? 55,000 gold. Bad Dog demands death this evening. Blue says, gotta cheer for the nobility. I love Concale's aggression last comp, especially against Doug's dwarves. Yeah, there's that keg. I don't think there's anything else you can really do with that. I mean, there are things you can do with that. You can pick up cheerleaders, you can pick up coaches, but I think the keg's the right call. Philosopher's Song's going to win this coin toss, and they want to punch first, so they are going to be on offense to begin. Columns for the defense. Now the offense is set up. 3 on the line for the defense. Both teams sitting at 3 rerolls for this half. The season so far sees the Philosopher's Song currently sitting in 7th place, with Entanglements in 13th. There's 3 open competitions this season, culminating into a 4th invitational at the end of the season. Telestrator of Doom has been activated. So just 3 on the line for Philosopher's Song so far. Here's the kick. 2 back to receive, one of which is Plato the Chameleon. Remember that Chameleon has on the ball, so look at 3 free points of movement after this kick. And they can move right under that ball if they so desire. Ball currently going to drop on the 14-yard line over in the right wide zone. Yep, right under the ball there for the 50-50 pickup. Fred's with the ref. We've got a prayer to Nuffle in effect for the drive. Any coach wanting to argue the call will... that ref, you know what? They had game night last week. They became friends. They're going to succeed on that argue call on a 5+ rather than a 6. Turn 1 underway for Philosopher's Song. Moop says, who won the prayer? Philosopher's Song rolled a 4 to a 2. First block of the game is going to be a KO. 1-man player advantage for Philosopher's Song. Now a knockdown over on the left side here. Looking for a 9+ against Ollie Sheepman. Iron Cynic, welcome to the stream. Iron Cynic says, Sneaky Git seems like an odd choice for a Chameleon Skink. Might have been a random. And now a blitz. 2-die blitz against Cole Carrickben, the number 9 lineman. Gets a pal. 7+ breaks armor, but doesn't get it. Again, those linemen have an AV of 8. Mighty Blow effectively makes that an AV of 7. 51 seconds left on the clock here for Philosopher's Song. 3+ pickup works out. Wasn't able to pick the ball up with the Chameleon. Gets it in the hands of Descartes instead. This is the level 2 skink who has not sure hands. What is this? This is, a safe pair of hands. Has a safe pair of hands. They come with dodge as well. A knockdown by Bruce, looking for an 8+, but doesn't get that either on the line. Blitz has been, wait, what? The blitz has been spent. Why is it not spent here? Okay, I guess that's a bug. Turn 1 for Entanglements. Entanglements standing up their blitz down lineman. Repositions one space to the right of where he began the game. Ball's currently sitting on Philosopher's Song's 10-yard line, and now some pressure over on the right side. Takes a mark behind Schlegel, the number 7 rookie Saris. There's 2 assists. Looking for the 2-die blitz against Schlegel over in the right wide zone. Here it comes. 2-die blitz with the block skill. Gets the knockdown. Breaks armor. Gets a stun. And then repositions to take a mark on the number 4 Journeyman. Remember, that Journeyman has the Loner Nega trait. So if this Journeyman wants to spend a team reroll, they'll have to roll a 50-50 first. They'll have to spend the reroll, roll the 50-50, and if they succeed, then they actually get to use it. I have been so lazy today. I'm going to continue to be lazy after this game. Turn 2, after repositioning the defense here into a more chevron formation, Philosopher's Song will continue their drive. Two-die blitz to get things started. We'll get the knockdown here. Ooh. Oh, I thought he broke armor. There's something to the die rolls where like it's like the dice start on the face that they're going to end up. You know what I mean? Like there's something to the animation. Ball's going to advance to Philosopher's Song zone 4-yard line, just outside that left wide zone now. And now a 2-die block on Ollie Sheetbend once again. We'll get the knockdown here and looking for a 9+. Ollie Sheetbend stands firm and will not give up any ground to these lizards. $50 seconds to go in turn 2 for Philosopher's Song. Three-die block against Yvonne Cross-Stitch. Got a pal looking for an 8 with Mighty Blow. So I've played through the main campaign of the Assassin's Creed board game, Brotherhood of Venice. It was good. I liked it a lot. Now I'm doing the first expansion, Roma, and it is significantly harder. It's still fun. Oh, a foul with the chameleon. Here we go. Got the knockout. Does not need to argue with the ref because will not be called off here. Very well done. Now two-man player advantage for Philosopher's Song. So Sneaky Git says that if he doesn't break armor on that foul, he doesn't need to worry about getting called off the pitch, even if he rolls doubles. Bottom of turn 2 with entanglements on defense. They have just one player marked by a standing lizard, and that's good. Oh no, he's prone. Yvonne Cross-Stitch is on the ground. Continuing to apply pressure here on the right side, forcing the ball to the left. But if they're going to do that, they need to control the pitch ahead of this cage. For if they don't, let's say the pressure comes in this way, right? Pressure comes in here. Then they need to cover not just here, but also all of this space. Because this lizard can just get anywhere with MA8, right? Here's 4 more, right? It didn't even go far enough. Like, they can just go anywhere. So they really have a wide area that they have to cover, which is what makes pressure so risky, because you lose players who could otherwise be covering that ground. But the flip side is that it forces the offense's hands, right? You're cutting off movement options. Blitz on the right side. Hunting Skinks got a pal here against Nietzsche's Dead. Nuffle's famous quote, looking for the 8+. Gets the knockdown, repositions after the blitz. 26 seconds to go in the turn. 50-50 dodge fails. Won't re-roll that. That'll be a turnover. Turn 3 now to the offense. Bad Dog says, the only thing Chameleon Skink does is facilitate a 1-turn due to passing access. Outside of that, regular skinks are better, so unless you can 1-turn, no real reason to take one. I think a lot of coaches like the Chameleon. I think on the ball is not bad to get for free, so to speak. I don't actually like the Chameleon, though. I'll be totally honest. I prefer the regular skinks. Failed boneheaded roll by Bruce, and so Bruce will lose his tackle zones and his action. So I heard from BB Nut that there's a rumor that there's a new rule set for Blood Bowl potentially being released this year. Two-die block in the left wide zone. We'll get a push here against Roger Overland. Hegel on the blitz. Hegel with both block and Mighty Blow. Picked up Mighty Blow first before block. Then on level 3, picked up the block skill. Carving out some pitch here on the left side. Keeping the Skinks in the game. Moves 2 into assist for the 2-die against Priscilla Presnott. Gets a push out of here. This is an important skill to learn in the game, even if you're strength 2. You can't just write these players off as always dodging, never blocking. You always want to try to set up that 2-die block if at all possible. Turn 3 for Entanglements now. So the Crocs is boneheaded, has lost his tackle zones, but is in a key spot here because the defense still can't dodge through, or still can't run through without making a dodge due to Hume on the left and Schlegel on the right. One tie block on Schlegel's going to be a skull. Re-rolls this into a knockdown. Looking for a 10 plus. Might try to might try to mark the ball carrier here. Here it is. Man, he'll get the knockdown, but it won't be a turnover. Yeah, he'll use a safe pair of hands to decide where this ball will end up. So what happens here is he knocked down the bodyguard, got the knockdown on the ball carrier, got a both down result, didn't have the block skill, so wrestled him down. So both players go down, there's no armor break, and there's no turnover. But when the ball carrier goes prone, he loses the ball. However, Descartes has a safe pair of hands, so Spire... What that allows Spire to do is when this ball carrier loses the ball, he decides which... It's not going to be a random space that this ball bounces into. Spire decides which space the ball will bounce into. 25 seconds to go, and that will be the end of the turn. 2 Skinks currently marking... 2 standing Skinks, 3 total Skinks currently marking the ball. And, of course, Bull Noose, the number 5 bodyguard, prone next to the ball as well. Now Bruce gets his head in the game. Blitz on the left side, trying to free up all of these Skinks behind the ball. We'll get a knockdown here, and again, a 7+ with break armor. There's the armor break. There's the removal. And that's a 3-man player advantage now for Philosopher's Song. Minute 10 on the clock. This will be a 3+ recovery attempt by one of these Skinks. Journeyman's going to move forward with the ball. Definitely don't want that ball in the hands of your Journeyman. You don't want to have to deal with that loner roll. The Journeyman doesn't necessarily steal, quote-unquote, steal SPP from you like a star player would. The Journeyman, you can hire Journeyman permanently after a game. So if a Journeyman ends up picking up SPP, you can hire them full-time on your roster. They'll lose that loner trait. They'll learn to play with the team. Failed pickup by Socrates, the blodger. Team reroll is spent, and now Philosopher's Song has recovered the ball. In turn 4, they're going to cage up and foul. Gets a stun out of it. Ref saw nothing. Ball on the 6-yard line. 2-die block across the line of scrimmage against Michael Bolin. Michael Bolin's going to be dodge pushed, and he's going to sidestep forward. Bad Dog says, apparently MAML is not corn affiliated. We need more blood! Final turn of the first quarter coming up. Entanglements on defense. So far, so good. Keeping the defense in front of the ball. What has been applying pressure on the ball, and this has stalled out the offense for a quarter. One die block again on the right side here. Michael Bolin on the block. Gets a push. Mammals in their PG era, no blood and minimal violence. Oh, am I muted? Yes, I am muted. Thank you very, very much for the 5 gifts, Iron Cynic. I appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to the stream. Always good to have you. Thank you again for your generosity. I'm sorry that my initial reaction was muted. Mr. Rocker Crocker, Cavu, Pixel Saucer, Iron Cynic, and Chris H. Ruda? All with the gift subs. Thanks again, Mr. Tarek79. I appreciate it. It's very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, I should lurk more often. That's right, Tarek. That's right. That's the way you should interpret that. Just pure speechlessness. I don't even remember muting this. Philosophers song on their own 4-yard line. Fouling once again. Rolled doubles there that would normally be a call-off, but remember, Plato is a sneaky kid. Wasn't able to break armor on the Snake Eyes, and so no call off the pitch. Turn number 5 back to Entanglements. Offense still not crossing the line of scrimmage with this ball, but that's okay. These skinks are super duper fast. Just don't really have to even worry about scoring until turn 7. Double. Oh, it's going to be a wrestle down here. A reroll has been spent. Entanglements down to 1 reroll for the half. Had to spend a team reroll. Got the wrestle down on the back left corner of the cage. Remember, this front corner not currently covered. It would still be a dodge in due to Hume. One minute, 3 seconds to go here. Gets the knockdown thanks to the block skill. Can't breaks armor. He broke Kant's armor. It's not that he can't break armor. Indeed, he can. But he broke Kant's armor. Gets a stun out of this. Blitz has already been spent, so can't go in on the ball, but knocking down players, stunning these players on the cage is huge. Entanglements so far doing their job on defense, doing a great job against this Lizard team. Turn 6, back to Philosopher's Song. They too are down to 1 reroll for the half. They've got 3 turns to get this ball into the end zone. Can't go in on the ball, he's stunned. Bruce will activate and takes a mark down pitch on the opposing 4-yard line. 2-die blitz by Hegel on the right side will get the knockdown. And looking for an 8+. Got the 8+. Gets a stun thanks to Mighty Blow. So now looking to be in good shape to control the right side of the pitch. Oh, we're going to have to reset that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that reset it. "48 seconds ago here in turn number 6. Philosopher's Song finally containing this defense a little bit here. And now here in turn 6, they're going to cross the line of scrimmage. They're now on the opposing 4-yard line. And they've got their cage set up. Two-die block over in the left wide zone gets a push. Roger Overland almost certainly going to fend. Yeah, Fend says you can't follow up even if you want to, and I think he would have wanted to. Good 3+ dodge by the Journeyman to finish out the turn here. And good action order by Spire. Saving that Journeyman for last. For almost last. All right. So got the free reroll on the first dodge thanks to the dodge skill, but you can only use that once. So had to spend a team reroll on the second one. Said, no, it's not worth it. Failed the second dodge, and the Chameleon has been knocked out. Down to a 2-man player advantage now. Entanglements on turn 6, trying to set up a defense in front of this cage, but they'd have to get everyone back to make this super secure here if they're trying to set up columns. It's either that or pray to Nuffle. Electric Man says, never mind, I thought it was a rush. Yeah, nope, that was a dodge. Ajax the Riot, welcome to the stream. $50-50 dodge to a 3+ to a 2+ for 2 dice on the ball. That's going to be a both standing or a push unless this final reroll is spent. 4+, 3+, 2+. Con Kill thinking about it. There's the reroll into a push. Couldn't knock down the ball carrier. Warmaster 1969. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you kindly. Lots of die rolls going after the ball carrier here. That was a blodger, by the way, so needed the POW to knock down. 2-die uphill on Bruce is going to be a push. Hey, YouTube. Love you. Say it back. Failed boneheaded roll here in turn 7 for Bruce the Crocs. So Bruce, for the third time this half, will be boneheaded and stay put. Ah! Tarek 79! What are you, a millionaire? Wow! Another 5 gift subs. Thank you so very much. Holy moly. Thank you for your extreme generosity. I appreciate it very, very much. Another KO here. Wow. Thank you kindly, Tarek. Thank you very much. That's right. Tarek is a great guy. Very, very, very generous. I appreciate it very much. 3-man player advantage for the Lizards here. They've blitzed open a lane here with just the 1 players here on these. They weren't columns because there were no columns, but had 3 players wide here. Couldn't get enough players into position reasonably to make these columns. Blitz was spent, opens up a lane, and now trying to get this ball through. Bad Dog says, "Be gone, vile Taco Bell ads." Tarek says, "Nah, just a BB roleplay aficionado with some spare change." Well, I appreciate it very much. Oh ho ho ho! No! Failed dodge by the ball carrier. So now the pressure has paid off for the defense. This is not the this is not the replay. Oh, 2-die blitz against Descartes gets the knock or gets a dodge push out of this. And so now the plan here in turn 7 is to get tackle zones on that ball. Negates the assist by the journeyman, so Michael Bolin can take a blitz, a 2-die blitz with the block skill against Nietzsche's Dead. Or it could even be against the journeyman. But I doubt it. Double skulls on the journeyman. Oh, the journeyman says, "Look, man, look, I'm a pro too. Don't count me out." Turn 8 now for Philosopher's Song. And they've got their work cut out for them here in this final turn. So you can see Descartes and the journeyman are both 1 space out from scoring. That means there needs to be some sort of clever push. Or it's a handoff to Osiris. Those are the options. Tark79 says, "Thankfully, online BB is a very cheap hobby." Among hobbies, it is quite an inexpensive hobby. That's true. Armor break on the left side gets a KO. Spire's going to hope that these KOs stick. Each one of these is a 4+ at the end of the drive. That's right, recruit this man. He's here to show he can play ball. He's ready. He's ready for the big time. 3+ pickup. Declared the handoff. Here it is to the 5+ handoff. Has a reroll. He wasn't able to hand the ball off. That'll be a turnover. 0-0 at the half here with 1 turn remaining. Oh, man. What a defense by this Imperial. Did you not learn the first time? That journeyman is here to play. He knows he's on TV. He's ready to go. 3 KOs come back for the Entanglements. 1 comes back for Philosopher's Song. The Journeyman has a bright future ahead of him. Second quarter begins now. Philosopher's Song will have to set up on defense. 0-0 at the half. I think it's going to be 11v9, right? 4, 8, 11v10. Festoon, welcome to the stream. Festoon cheering for this lizard team. SP Beaver says, great stop, but at what cost? You know what that was? The cost was the fear instilled. Now the Imperial Nobility team is terrified to even get anywhere near this Journeyman. Bad Dog rooting for the defense. Electrics Man rooting for the offense. 4 on the line for the defense. They're giving up the sidelines. Currently 3 on the line for the offense. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, the whole reason I was lurking was because I was watching The Lost World. I still haven't seen that. Oh, no, I have seen that. I haven't seen Jurassic World, those movies. Ajax the Riot says, that Journeyman must be an apostle of Nuffle. Festoon demanding death. Here's the kick. Ball's going to be kicked to the 14 over in the left wide zone. It's going to bounce a space. Uh-oh. The ref doesn't like Pat Cloverhitch. An officious ref is going to stun Pat Cloverhitch on the left side of this 3, 6, 7-man offensive line here. Let's call that the left tackle position. Ajax Rice says, "Have you seen The Princess Bride yet?" Are you talking to me? Did I reveal the fact that I have never seen that movie? The answer is no. Bad Dog says the new Jurassic Park isn't great. You're not missing much. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm not really incentivized to watch them. First reroll spent here in turn number 9. Entanglements are going to get a POW after the reroll. Inconceivable. Aren't they coming out with a new one, like Jurassic World Rebirth or something? Like, enough. Like, stop it. Charles Windsor, the thrower, picks up the ball, had a free reroll with sure hands. And now the Nobility team with the ball on their own 16-yard line. They're going to move it back to center pitch. Michael Bolin is going to advance down the left sideline. Gets right off the left sideline on the opposing 10-yard line now. Takes a mark on Hume with Floyd Truckerhitch. He's the number 8 rookie lineman. Failed 50-50 dodge by Roger Overland. Will be a turnover. Turn 9 back to Philosopher's Song. Two-die block over in the left wide zone works out due to the block skill. Nietzsche's dead. It's going to move to the left to mark Michael Bolin, who's currently downfield. 2-die block. This will be a turnover unless a reroll is spent. It is. So each team spending a reroll in turn 1 of the half. Rerolls into a POW against Town Square Knot. Festuke says, oh, it's a serious question. Princess Bride is an old... Was it late 80s? Early 90s? Double skulls on the blitz. Another team. Quad skulls. And Hegel the blocker burns 2 rerolls. Got double skulls, spent the second reroll of the turn into 2 more skulls. And got removed from the pitch on the injury to boot. What a turn. Mr. Rocker Cracker says, old! Late 80s. Is that a Mel Brooks movie? I think it is. Shrappy. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Minute 16 to go here for the Entanglements. Shrappy, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Rob Reiner, I see. Ajax says, oh no, they hired themselves a priest at halftime. Rush blitz against Nietzsche's dead. Hunting the skink, got the POW. Looking for the 8+ here. Doesn't get it. So just one-man player advantage? What do we have here? I keep saying I'll pull this up at halftime, and I never do. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Versus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're at 10v10. Now a pass by Charles Windsor trying to pass down pitch. So the Chameleon gets on the ball, gets that gets that 3 spaces of movement on a pass or on a kick. Successful pass interference by Hume on the pitch. I mean, it was on the pitch, but on the catch. Wasn't able to catch the ball, but was able to knock it out of the air and deflect it. Declares the pass downfield to Pat Clover Hitch. Hume gets a hand on the ball. And that'll be a turnover. Strappy says, thank you. I love the follow music. Thank you very much. 2-die back at center pitch here. Gets a POW against Henry. Rolling Hitch. Festoon says, if it's not Bruce Campbell leading us in the fight against Deadites, I'm lost. I love Evil Dead. I rewatch all of Evil Dead everything on a regular basis, probably every few years. Bryce the Slice Campbell, that's right. 2-die blitz on the left side here. Gets a push against Roger Overland. Will follow up to get up. Oh, can't follow up to defend. But can follow up with his blitz movement to mark the ball. Yeah, the series was super cool. I wish they could have finished it too. Now scrum forming around the ball on on Entanglements 2-yard line. 2 Imperials on the ball, 3 Lizards on the ball currently. Philosopher Song back on the bonus clock here. Not a lot of bonus time spent. 5! Wow! 5! 2 marks on that ball. Brought that up from a 3 to a 5. Wow! Holy moly! Brought that from a 3 to a 5 plus on the ball recovery. And was able to recover the ball and get a 3+ dodge out of the scrum as well. Got the 5+, no problem. 5+, no big deal. Oh, turn 11 now for entanglements. That's right, Nuffle said, let them play. Philosopher's Song recovering the ball here on defense, and now they have the ball on their own 2-yard line. You miss 100% of the die rolls you don't make. That's very true. Knocked out on the blitz to reposition, or knocked out on the block to get the blitz on the ball carrier. That's a pal. We'll see where the ball bounces. 8+ will break armor. So no armor break here. And now safe pair of hands will be used to place this ball wherever Spire would like the ball to end up. Spire with a tough decision. Decides not to situate it between these two skinks and set up another scrum, but bounce that ball out one space to the right. Two die on Socrates, gets a push. Roger Overland, the rookie lineman, on the block here. Again, Socrates a blodger. Only a pal's going to knock down Socrates. Still a 0-0 ball game here at the top of turn 11. 2 rerolls remaining for the Imperial Nobility of Entanglements. 1 left for the Lizards. Both down results, or a wrestle down result over on the left side here. 10 seconds to go in the turn. Entanglements trying to take marks on these skinks and force die rolls for these Lizards. 50-50 dodge by Pat Cloverhitch. Rushes to pick up the ball. Needs a 4+. Roll to 3. A re-roll would make this a 75% chance of success instead of a 50% chance. But didn't work out. Didn't work out, and now turn 11 for Philosopher's Song. That dodge there was a 4+ instead of a 3+, because Bruce has a prehensile tail. It's a -1 to the dodge. It's pronounced Socrates. So I bought this Aliens VR game today. It was on sale. A friend of mine recommended it. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm never going to play. Like, there is no universe where I want the Xenomorph to feel like it's in my house. I don't want that. Wittgenstein's going to mark the ball on the right side here. The ball on Philosopher's Song's own 2-yard line. Stand-up blitz on the left side in the left wide zone. Gets the knockdown against Floyd Trucker Hitch. Floyd Trucker Hitch will fend the Saurus away, but this is a blitz and can continue moving. No, Mr. Rocker Crocker. I will not be doing that. 14 seconds ago, turn 11. There's a game called Alien Isolation that was on, like, I think it's on everything now, but I played it on PS4. I love that game, but that was scary, man. Oh, good KO here. Yeah, Oppo's spent to keep Town Square not on the pitch. This is the number 4 bodyguard. Alien Isolation was terrifying. And another foul, trying to get this player off the pitch, but got nothing out of the foul. Nothing worthwhile out of the foul. 50-50 pickup works out for Nietzsche's dead. Three plus to dodge away. Had the free reroll, failed the dodge. And now turn 12 back to Entanglements. This ball slowly bouncing down the pitch is now on Philosopher's Song's 8-yard line. But it was such a great game, Alien Isolation. The PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 controllers have a microphone built in, and if you made noise with the Xenomorph around, it would pick it up, and the Xenomorph would detect you. It was awesome. Iron Cynic says, ever play the board game Nemesis? Very much unlicensed Alien board game. Yes, I own Nemesis, and I own Nemesis Lockdown as well. No, Nemesis is is like a proper board game. It's a semi-cooperative board game. Iron Cynic is 100% correct. It's unlicensed Alien. Well, I would say it's, yeah, unlicensed Alien. They're coming out with a third one that I would say is unlicensed Aliens. But I think it's fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. So you're on a ship. I mean, it is the Nostromo, right? You wake up on the Nostromo, the generic brand Nostromo, and you know, something has happened. Aliens have infested the ship, but you don't know that yet. So yeah, the whole idea is that you have two objectives. You have like a personal objective and a corporation objective. And like the ship's all messed up, so you need to like fix the ship and fight the aliens and complete an objective. And so generally speaking, everybody's working together, at least ostensibly, until the first alien shows up. But then after that, everybody is picking one of their two objectives to complete. And sometimes you might pick like a lot of objectives are cooperative. It's like, hey, make sure everybody lives or whatever. But sometimes you might pick like the corporate objective, and it's like, make sure one person gets infected by the alien. It's so good. So, oh, good removal here. Got another skink off the pitch. So it's like, it's really tense because you'll get down to like key points of the game and you're like, all right, man, you are going to put out that fire, right? Or you are going to make sure that the ship's headed to Earth, right? Yeah, no problem. No problem. I absolutely will. But then, like, one person's following me. It's like, why are you following me? Look, I just keeping an eye on things. That's all. Until inevitably somebody locks somebody in a room. That's right. SP Beaver says Nemesis is a great game to play if you want to lose friends. 50-50 dodge to the ball pickup. 3+ pickup fails with one reroll remaining. Is it going to be spent here? No. The ball's going to bounce one space back again, making its way down the pitch on Philosopher's Song's side. It's now on their 10-yard line. Turn 12, final turn of the third quarter here. The Crocs is going to be boneheaded. So the Crocs can't get in on the ball. 2-die block against Roger Overland. Gets the knockdown. There it is. Welcome to the stream on a 3-stream watch streak. Thank you very much. Good to see you. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Each team with one reroll remaining. Setting up scrums around the ball and then going for these big-time dodges to ball pickups. And it hasn't been working out. When it has been working out, not for very long. The ball's remained on the ground for the most part. Now the blitz Trying to clear a player off the ball. Got the POW against Michael Bolin. 9+ breaks armor on this blitzer. Oh, I dig it. So Michael Bolin gets knocked down, sidesteps on that ball, pops it out another space. It's now on the 12. Iron Cynic says, I've actually never played the game. I don't have friends. I just watched it played on No Rules Barn. Yeah, Nemesis is really good. There's Lockdown, which is it's basically the same. It's the second game in this soon-to-be trilogy. It's basically the same game, but it has elevation. Like, it has different levels. Like, I think you're on Mars, and like, you have floors, right? Like, first floor, second floor, third floor, and like there's a mechanic where the lights can turn off and stuff. Warmaster says, have you ever played Lunch Money? Nope, I've never heard of Lunch Money. Under 6 minutes on the bonus clock for Philosopher's Song now. Again, setting up a scrum. They have Kant, the rookie Saurus blocker here on the ball, and the journeyman on the left side of the ball. Still a standing Imperial lineman on the ball. 50-50 pickup works out. Again, Socrates with the ball. Is it going to be a rush dodge away? Two plus on the rush, of course. 3+ dodge with a free reroll. Decides not to tempt Nuffle. And Socrates will remain marked by Cole Carrickben, but Cole Carrickben surrounded by a whole slew of lizards. Fourth and final quarter begins. Entanglements on turn 13 in this 0-0 ball game. There's the 2 die on Socrates and got the POW he was looking for. Breaks armor, huge armor break. Hot potato ends up in the hands of Cole Carrickben. Great armor break here against Socrates. That blodger out for a turn. Warmaster says, fun card fighting game. Oh, it's a card fighting game. That I will look into it. I like fighting games. I make a good friend of mine play board games that are like fighting games with me a lot. And we played Yomi. Whoa! Michael Bolin on the both downs. Michael Bolin says, "Don't worry, I got it, buddy. I got the ball." Michael Bolin, the blodger, the number 2 blitzer, now in possession of the ball on the both down result. Secret handoff strategy, yeah. I made my friend play Yomi with me, which is like a card fighting game. 2-die blitz on Michael Bolin does not get the POW here. Reroll not going to be spent. Michael Bolin can sidestep, decides to go straight back regardless. I think that's a wise decision. He's going to eat another block. But I made my friend play Yomi. After we were done, he was like, yeah, it's a good game. Get the shit out of my face. Trying to get the knockdown here. Spends the final reroll, but rolls into pushes. So Michael Bolin going to stay on his feet. The Crocs is huge, yeah. Michael Bolin currently in scoring position. Good orthogonal mark here by Kant. So now Michael Bolin has negative dodges. Covering the forward movement here just to keep Michael Bolin from even trying to get into the end zone. 20 seconds ago in turn 13. So many dodges in this game. Descartes moves one space forward toward the ball, and now turn 14 for Entanglements. So Entanglements with really no reasonable place to dodge away Michael Bolin. Gonna have to have another option here to get this ball to safety. Has a number of free players. Has a number of free players here to reposition. They could conceivably come up this way. That's exactly what they're going to do. Here's one assist against Kant. Looks like this might be a blitz attempt by the ball carrier. There's two. Is Schlegel marked? Schlegel can be marked. There it is. 3, 4, 5 to 4. Two-die blitz by Michael two-die block by Michael Bolin. Got the pal. So didn't blitz away, just set up the block. Michael Bolin shifts one space to the right. Still in possession of the ball on the 10-yard line. Covering the rear of the ball here by Pat Cloverhitch, the level 3 blitzer. Another blodger here, marking Nietzsche's dead. Now he's going to mark these Sauruses. He's going to try to keep these Sauruses out of the drive for as long as possible. Try to keep this just like having to contend with these strength 2 skinks. Turn 14 for Philosopher's Song. They're going to get a knockdown against Cole Carrickbed. Hume on the block. The Crocs is going to reposition in front of the ball here. Has a mark on Michael Bolin. Two assists for the two-die stand-up blitz. Got the pal. Needed the pal. Got it. 9+ breaks armor. Where's this ball going to bounce? It could end up anywhere. Great armor break. Oh, into the hands of Nietzsche's dead, who has yet to activate. Ajax the right says, what division is this? Division C. $50 seconds left on the clock for Philosopher's Song. No re-rolls remaining. If they do attempt to dodge, they'll get a free re-roll out of it. Curly has a 1-die against Bull Noose. Now has a 2-die against Town Square Knot. There it is, a double pals. This is going to give Nietzsche's dead the opportunity to break free with the ball here in turn 14. Ajax the right says, yes, destroy each other. So now it's just a 3+ dodge away. Failed the dodge. Here's the free reroll. Oh, of course that happened. Oh, turn 15 for Entanglements. Oh. Moop says, how many ball carrier failed dodges have there been this game? quite a few. Oh, that's a stun. Nietzsche's dead. He just stunned. Jackson Wright says, good, good, very good. 1 minute, 23 seconds here in turn 15. It's a 0-0 ball game. Entanglements has one reroll remaining. This ball worked its way on bounces all the way up to the 12-yard line on the Philosopher's Song side of the pitch, and now has made its way back across the line of scrimmage to Entanglements' 2-yard line. Ajax demanding death. Quite the bashy game this has been. Sending Roger Overland down pitch to threaten to score. Philosopher's Song needs to do the same on turn 15. 25 seconds to go. Good sending 2 players down to score. So Pat Cloverhitch over in the right wide zone. Roger Overland, the lineman, over in the left wide zone. Pat Cloverhitch, of course, the blodger, the blitzer. 50-50 pickup works out. Good dodge. Good pass. Whoa! What a play! What a play! Successful pass to get this ball down to the 18-yard line over in the left wide zone. 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus. Black Wolf said, what shit did I just watch? Ajax Right says, must ban Imperial Nobility. Turn 15 for Philosopher's Song. Are they going to send somebody down pitch to try to potentially score? Taking marks on the ball carrier. Failed 3 plus touch. Oh, that's a turnover. That's a turnover. Philosopher's Song not going to get on the board. Are they somehow going to stop this score? Currently a 2-die blitz with Pat Cloverhitch. Still a 2-die. 4v2 right now. 1 reroll remaining as well. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Got the pow. That's all they needed. They're going to go into the end zone and take the lead in the ballgame 1-0. Very well done by Con Kill. Wow. What a score. Very, very hard fought touchdown there. We're in turn 16, the bottom of 16, unless there's a timeout, of course. Philosopher's Song. Will they have a plan to get this ball into the end zone? Columns by the defense. No kicker for the defense. Three grouped up on the line here, but covered on the corners with these columns. So I don't think there's any sort of one-turn shenanigans happening. Cheering fans is not going to cut it. It will be a touchback. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get in the end zone here. So this is going to be a 1-0 ball game. Philosopher's Song looking for some SPP at this point. What a game. Man, that was so hard fought. Conkill has to be relieved they were able to get that ball into the end zone there in the final turn of the game. Two-die blitz over in the right. Wide zone, look for SPP. Got the 8, or got the knockdown. Will it be an 8+? No armor break. Choosing not to pat. Well, it's in the hands of the journeyman, I guess. So that's going to be the game. 1-0. Entanglements will win this one. And with that, they will get their first win of the competition and jump up into 5th place. Congratulations once again to Conkill. Great game by both coaches. That was so much fun to watch. Boy, that was so good. All right, let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. Coming up next, tomorrow, Sunday, July 6th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that's UTC -4, we have a Lizard Mirror match. It's going to be Vesuvian Lavabacks versus the Pipstars, Berserker Tempest versus Dead Fred. And then on Tuesday, July 8th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we have the Fishy Fiends versus the Birds of a Feather, Ajax versus Galeshi, that's Chaos Renegades versus Pro Elves. And then one more game left to be scheduled this week. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games. That's me! You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is fantastic. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Congratulations again to Conkill. Thanks to both coaches. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.